All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, finally time for the top 10 sniper fragrances for men. Now, for those of you who are just tuning in, a sniper fragrance is a fragrance that smells so good, it'll make somebody want to shoot their shot at you. That's why I call it snipers. Yeah, I coined that term. But these are the top 10 sniper fragrances for men for 2023. We are going to start the countdown off at number 10 with Michael Malloy's Citizen Jack. Citizen Jack is like a vanilla milling type fragrance, very unique. I think that's why I like it so much, because it's nothing that smells like Citizen Jack. Top notes are milling and bergamot. The middle notes are pineapple and amber. Base notes are vanilla and musk. Michael Malloy has a lot of great fragrances from this line, but this is definitely the flagship fragrance. It is wonderful, and it'll definitely make somebody want to shoot this shot at you, trust me. Coming in at number 9, Karolina Herrera, Bad Boy Dazzling Garden. This is an amazing fragrance. This fragrance is like a spicy cocoa fragrance with that clary sage in it. Everything with clary sage seems to smell really good. So if you ever look up notes and you see clary sage, it's probably gonna be good, and this is no exception. The Bad Boy Dazzling Garden top notes are white pepper and grapefruit. Middle notes are clary sage and vetiver. Base notes are cocoa and tonka bean. So coming in at number 9, Karolina Herrera, Bad Boy Dazzling Garden. Coming in at number 8, Paco Rabun, 1 Million Royal. If y'all been tuning in to the Paco Rabun fragrances, you know Paco is one of those houses that you can trust. They never let you down. They never go wrong with their 1 million line. It's always good. Top notes are cardamom, tangerine, and bergamot. Middle notes are lavender, sage, and violet leaf. Base notes are benzoin, cedar, and patchouli. This kind of gives you a creme brulee type smell, a sweet, spicy type smell. It is really good for the winter time, but you could get by any time of year, but it's really good in those winter months. Coming in at number 7, Givenchy Gentleman Society. This fragrance is a cardamom and vanilla fragrance. Another one good for the winter time. I believe you could really use this at any time, but this is a very sexy fragrance for men. I know for a fact. The Givenchy Gentleman Society top notes are cardamom and sage. Middle notes are French narcissus, Haitian vetiver, and Madagascar vetiver. Base notes are vanilla, Palo Santo, and cedar. If your woman smells this on you, she's gonna try to keep you from going anywhere. You locked in. So this is one of the ones you probably gonna have to try to hide when you wear it. And beautiful presentation, and it matches the smell. The smell is just as beautiful. Really great fragrance. Coming in at number 6, the Most Wanted Parfum. They have several versions of this Wanted line from Azzaro, but this one to me is the best one out of them all. I have them all. This is my favorite. This is a sweet, spicy, woody fragrance. Top notes is ginger. Middle note is woodsy notes. Base note is bourbon vanilla. Another one that's good for the winter time, but you can wear it anytime. Like I say, it doesn't have to be seasonal specific, but this is, being that it's woody, kind of spicy, it fits right into the winter. I think you all would definitely love it. This is one of them that would drive the women crazy. Now, I usually don't try to do 2 fragrances from the same fragrance house, but it's no way I could do a top 10 sniper fragrance without mentioning this one. Even though I just mentioned the Paco Rabun 1 Million Royal. Coming in at number 5, the Paco Rabun Invictus Victory Elixir. Now don't get it twisted. Original Victory is a very nice fragrance too, but this right here, it takes it to another level. And the bottle looks almost exactly the same, but it is not the same, trust me. This one gives you a spicy tropical feel. Now, I didn't see any coconut in the notes, but it seems like you smell some coconut from this fragrance. Something very tropical, very nice, spicy, tropical, coconutty type fragrance. It's really, really good. Definitely a sexy fragrance for men. Top notes are cardamom, lavender, and black pepper. Middle notes are incense and patchouli. Base notes are vanilla pod and tonka bean. So coming in at number 5, Paco Rabun Invictus Victory Elixir. Don't forget the elixir part. Now coming in at number 4, the Valentino Born in Roma Intense. As you know, Valentino never lets you down. Anything Valentino is a go, whether it's for men or for women. Valentino always does what it's supposed to do. A very sexy fragrance. This is definitely one of the best. You can put it against the others and then neck to neck, but this is definitely edging the number 1 spot for the best Valentino for men. You can smell the vanilla and the lavender in this fragrance, but it dries down to this, believe it or not, sexy bubblegum type fragrance, but it still keeps the lavender and the vanilla presence, but you smell this kind of bubblegummy presence in the dry down, and it is amazing. The Valentino Born in Roma Intense top notes is vanilla, middle note is lavender, and base note is vetiver. So coming in at number 4, Valentino Born in Roma Intense. Coming in at number 3, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. This is fire. Y'all know how I am about Jean Paul Gaultier. He never lets you down. Definitely a sexy fragrance to wear on a date night or around your woman at any time, really, in case you're trying to, you know. Now, the opening of this fragrance might not be quite as appealing to some because it's this lavender mint type opening, which is very unique and different than most, but it dries down into this honey tobacco that smells really good. I'm really pulling out the winter fragrances on this countdown, but this is definitely one to wear in the winter time. It smells really good. I think I like the dry down even better than the opening. So if you don't like the opening, give it a chance to dry down. I promise you, you're gonna fall in love. Top notes are lavender and mint. Middle notes are vanilla and benzoin. Base notes are honey, tonka bean, and tobacco. So coming in at number 3, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. Too many people would be mad at me for this decision because it was between the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir and the YSL myself for the number 2 spot. I chose the YSL myself. So coming in at number 2, the Yves Saint Laurent myself. Very, very sexy fragrance for men. This one right here, this was one of the big dogs that dropped in 2023. Everybody went crazy for this one, including myself. I love everything from this brand, but this one really takes the cake. I think this may be my favorite YSL fragrance thus far for men. What's even more crazy about this fragrance, it opens with a citrusy bergamot blast, but in the dry down, it kind of smells like YSL Libre for women, which I love Libre, and on the low, I wore a Libre before for women. I believe Libre is very unisex, so on the dry down, it smells a lot like Libre. I'm not mad at it at all, and that's probably what gave it the edge to come in at number 2. Top notes are Calabrian bergamot. Middle note is Tunisian orange blossom. The base notes are Ambrofix and patchouli. Very nice fragrance, very sexy fragrance. When I see women smell this, their eyes start rolling and everything in the back of their heads. So you already know. You wear this, your chances of a nightcap just went up. Now I tried to change this sniper list up from the last list, and I waited for a reason to do this, because people wait all year, and usually I'll drop the sniper list earlier in the year, but I had to wait because coming in at the number 1 spot is the Creed Absolute Aventus. This baby right here This is sex in a bottle. When people ask me what's a penny dropper, this is a penny dropper. It is reminiscent of the original, but it's different at the same time. The dry down is very different, but you know the original was a beast, so you can only imagine what an absolute version would be. Now this has a citrusy bergamot type opening. Of course you get that pineapple and that smoke just like the original, but when it dries down into a more woody, sexy fragrance that I know everybody gonna love. This is when you're trying to strike. Top notes are bergamot, lemon, blackcurrant, grapefruit, and ginger. The heart notes is pineapple, patchouli, pink pepper, cardamom, and cinnamon. Base notes are Haitian vetiver, Cashmerean wood, ambroxan, musk, and oak moss. This not getting you the first base. This not getting you the second base, not even third base. This is home run material right here. But boy, it comes with a hefty price tag right now. This is retailing for $545, and it's a 2.5 ounce bottle. But it's amazing and it's very limited, so you better grab it now. But this fragrance is amazing. Definitely a penny dropper. It smells like money, but it smells like sex in a bottle too, so you can't miss. That concludes my top 10 sniper fragrances for men 2023. I hope y'all had a good year. I hope you smell good all year, and make sure you bring the next year in smelling just as good. And continue to live the lifestyle of the rich and fragrance. This your boy Hustle Man. I'm out.